Well, another Monday morning, another day of Blake Lively trying to defend herself for everything that's gone down.
I'm about to do a little deep dive into why everybody hates Blake Lively. And again, if I'm supposed to hate her already, I absolutely do. She's disgusting.
I will say that Blake is very consistent. She is consistently sabotaging herself and consistently dragging new people into this, which I personally love. Now, Joanna Gaines, you've entered the chat. I want Kate to have a story time with her mom. I told her that. She says the mom wants nothing to do with this.
Joanna Gaines has just sent shockwaves through the internet, and it looks like Blake Lively might not bounce back from this one. The beloved chef and lifestyle guru has released video evidence that allegedly shows Blake harassing her, and let's just say this isn't the polished Blake we're used to seeing. Fans are now racing to uncover what really happened between these two powerhouse women. The footage is authentic, the tension is palpable, and this drama is about to reach a boiling point. Buckle up, because what's coming next could completely alter your perception of Blake Lively and might even be the final blow to her career. So, it turns out Blake Lively and Joanna Gaines have found themselves in some serious drama, and honestly, many people are stunned. Most of us had no idea these two even knew each other until this whole situation blew up, thanks to a woman named Caitlin who happened to be staying at Joanna's hotel, Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas. Here's where it gets strange. Blake was in town for South by Southwest, but instead of booking a hotel closer to the event, she chose one that's an hour and a half away. Super odd, right? Unless she was there for something else. Perhaps a secret business meeting with Joanna. Meanwhile, Caitlin was just enjoying a laid-back weekend trip, a huge fan of Chip and Joanna, and staying at their hotel was a dream come true. But then, out of nowhere, she discovers that Blake Lively is also at the hotel, and apparently, Blake was making quite the scene, acting like she owned the lobby and turning heads left and right. Caitlin, being the fan she is, decided to pull out her phone for a quick video, just hoping to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrity. Here's what she shared. My mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend, and Blake Lively and her team were also there after South by Southwest in Austin.
My mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend. Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night. We found this out from all the hotel staff. Ended up recording her coming into the hotel lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching. Her team caught wind of this, I believe. Maybe saw me recording her on the security camera. Did not like this. Thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there, didn't want me to see, whatever. Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out, checking out of the hotel. Blake Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plates, all that. Online harassment started the next day. Her lawyer, her social media person, her nanny were looking at my stories. They ended up making troll accounts, and someone called me fat.
We found out from the hotel staff and ended up recording her coming into the lobby. We were just hanging out, people watching, when her team caught wind of this. They might have seen me recording on the security camera and didn't like it. The next morning, we felt like we were being followed by her security guard. Then Blake herself came out, started recording us, and circled our car, taking down our license plate information. Online harassment started the next day with her lawyer, social media manager, and nanny looking at my stories, even creating troll accounts to insult me. At this point, it feels like Blake is trying to control the narrative, but the drama is catching up with her quickly. Now, let's talk about Joanna Gaines' role in all of this. What began as a mutual admiration between Blake and Joanna has devolved into a full-blown feud. They used to praise each other in interviews and on social media, but ever since things went south at Joanna's luxury hotel, the dynamic has shifted. Back in 2016, Blake was all about Joanna's home design empire, even sharing that they were texting and exchanging ideas. Fans were thrilled when they spotted the two together in NYC last fall, thinking a major collaboration was on the horizon, but now that seems highly unlikely. The drama escalated when Blake checked into Hotel 1928 while promoting her movie, Another Simple Favor. Here's the kicker. Blake loves her privacy, but insiders say she wasn't exactly blending in. She was reportedly throwing shade about the lack of red carpet treatment and walking around like she owned the place. Joanna's camp is reportedly fed up with Blake's diva behavior and isn't rushing to mend fences. With all this tension and Blake juggling personal and legal chaos, this former friendship is looking increasingly fragile.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump?
You've got two nice ones.
They are kind of bumps, aren't they?
No, not bumps. The lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are
You
you
like the
gonna-
movie? Are you a Woody Allen fan?
I love most of his movies, and this one was so visually amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And working in
Everyone
digital.
wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love Jesse's
He has
suits
some
and
beautiful.
how
That's what I'm
he
saying. His
turns
wardrobe
it.
was
Oh, I
beautiful.
know.
Will they ever reconcile, or is this just another celebrity fallout that ends in silence and unfollows? Speaking of fallouts, Blake has even bigger issues on her plate right now. She's embroiled in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against her former co-star, Justin, and ever since she decided to take legal action, her reputation has taken a nosedive. The internet is having a field day with this drama, and it might be the last thing she needs. Remember Sherry Flyer, the Norwegian reporter who posted her interview with Blake when she was in full mean girl mode? The exchange was cringeworthy, with Blake making snide comments that left a lasting impact on Kirsty, the reporter. Kirsty later revealed how humiliating that moment was for her, almost leading her to quit journalism altogether. When she finally shared the clip years later, instead of taking responsibility, Blake accused her of working for Justin Baldoni. Kirsty has had to interview Blake multiple times, and each time the atmosphere was off.
Answer that I'm going to show you now. When this happened, I had already asked both of them, what do you think is the biggest misconception of Hollywood, of fame? And people think that you're always happy and whatever when you're famous. What do you think is the biggest misconception in Hollywood of Hollywood stars, whatever? Blake Lively gave me an answer. That's in the video that I already showed, but I did cut out Parker Posey's answer. I thought it was long and boring, but now when I look at it, it's even more evident that they were just completely ignoring me. If you watch this clip I'm going to show you, I think it's about 1.5 minutes long, Blake Lively does not look at me one single time until the end.
On one occasion, Blake allegedly pressured Kirsty's boyfriend, who is also a journalist, to drink gin at 9 a.m. Another time, she was caught on camera asking male reporters to take their shirts off. So where's that same energy for privacy and respect now that Kirsty's video is going viral? More people who have worked with Blake behind the scenes are coming forward, including interns, stylists, and assistant directors, all echoing the same sentiment. This isn't just a one-time incident. Blake has a pattern of being dismissive, rude, and making people uncomfortable. In a recent interview, one journalist recounted how Blake ignored her completely during a press event, only acknowledging her at the very end. So why didn't anyone speak up sooner? The answer lies in Blake and her husband's Hollywood clout. Many were afraid that speaking out could jeopardize their careers. Now that people are finally sharing their experiences, Blake is portraying herself as a victim, claiming she's being targeted for speaking out against harassment. But Kirsty isn't buying it. She gave a candid interview to the Daily Mail, and it opened the floodgates. Over 20 individuals have now come forward with their own stories about Blake's mean girl behavior. Interestingly, some of the blame seems to trace back to Blake's mother, who had a reputation for being demanding and difficult on set. It appears Blake may have inherited some of those traits. A crisis PR expert weighed in, suggesting that Blake's demeanor exudes entitlement. She expects red carpet treatment at all times, and if she doesn't receive it, she dismisses those involved as unimportant. What's particularly striking is how Blake handles criticism. Instead of reflecting or owning up to her actions, she deflects and accuses others of conspiring against her. It's as if she can't accept that she might not be everyone's favorite. While some are drawing comparisons between Blake's situation and the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp saga, it's clear that Blake is navigating a different landscape. Less courtroom drama, more damage control. However, her PR stunts aren't doing her any favors. Remember that time she baked donuts for fans in Connecticut right after a major hit piece was published? It felt forced, as if she was trying too hard to shift the narrative. The real issue is that all this chaos is overshadowing her actual lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. While it's crucial to speak out against harassment, people are struggling to take her seriously when she's constantly embroiled in drama, clapping back and playing the victim. There's a significant power imbalance at play here. Blake and Ryan are Hollywood royalty, while everyone else is not. Just like in other celebrity scandals, we're witnessing the same tired cycle. Discredit the accuser, deflect blame, and control the narrative. This raises important questions. Why is it still so challenging for victims or whistleblowers to be taken seriously? Why do people feel they need a recording or a witness to protect themselves around someone like Blake? Speaking of boundaries, there's been a lot of speculation about what transpired on the set of It Ends With Us, particularly regarding the scene planning between Blake and Justin. Some are suggesting that those meetings should never have occurred in private, especially without a producer or intimacy coordinator present. Whether intentional or not, it's now being framed as a setup. Blake is portraying herself as a reluctant participant, but she's using that angle to paint Justin as the villain. If she's truly suffering, the best way to show it would be to step back from the spotlight instead of turning her struggles into a photo opportunity. Ultimately, she needs to choose a path, lay low or pursue legal action, because trying to juggle both is only intensifying the flames of controversy. What are your thoughts on Blake's ongoing controversies? Are we witnessing the unraveling of her career in real time? Share your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more wild celebrity drama as these stars continue to do the most for attention. Until next time, take care.